You have your sword. Don't tell me you'll use the wine to set the mood for a duel. Our duel might not be with swords, but cups are certainly an option. Even. You're done counting? Since it's an even number, drink. There's nothing much to brag about. I remember all the times I've cheated. You can avenge yourself next time. But this wine will warm you up, and I couldn't possibly drink it by myself. How do you feel? Yes, I'm freezing. Since we ran out of wine, I need to find another method to warm myself. This is extremely effective, and more useful than hand warmers or hot wine. Since when did your bok choy receive an elegant name? It's long, too. With New Year's approaching, Miss Liu arrived in Yunsha to visit her family. This is a perfect chance to help Lady Rong gain some weight. Why is she more attached to you? Do you have a talent for attracting rabbits? I might have seen it. But my interpretation methods are different from other feng shui practitioners. You can say I've created my own school of thought. You don't believe me? Then let's look up together. I'll interpret the stars for you. That new one above us, it's the brightest guest star. The star belongs nowhere, and its orbit is impossible to calculate. It's a voyager amongst celestial bodies as it drifts from distant horizons. The stars and clouds glow with auspicious signs tonight. It means the star has finally found a home. When the star entered your line of sight, he decided to stop his journey. You miss me already? Yes. I chose one that would match yours. So could you help me put it on?
Hang golden bells for the new year. Ward off evil spirits. Bring in wealth and good fortune.
You're the reason why I'll receive protection, and it'll be more than a mere bell. Since we're discussing this matter, I should be the one to tie your bell. Of course. Since we agreed to journey through mountains and seas together, these two bells will be keepsakes that bind us to each other. On the path we walk, we'll encounter situations like tonight, where we unexpectedly lose each other. When that happens, and if you can't find me again, ring your bell. Stay where you are. You don't need to do anything else. When you hear the sound of the other bell, it means I've found you. I believe I helped you see stars rather than flowers. Indeed. However, do you want me to teach you another technique? Now you won't leave any footprints. You've also been spared the trouble of trudging through the snow. I can use your eyes to search those higher places. It seems tonight's moon is blessing us with its gentle light. I'm not sure if I can give a fair evaluation, but I can tell your hands have become much more skilled. You can run a restaurant and pluck one of spring's blossoms. In the future, you'll embrace life's simple joys, but don't forget what's the most special. Your other hand must always hold on to mine.
When all the snow has disappeared, spring shall arrive. I don't hear any disappointment, my lady. In fact, there's a hint of satisfaction at my misfortune. If you find any intriguing trinkets, you can send them back with your letters. I'll display them on my desk. It'll be as though I'm traveling with you as we make the most out of spring. While reading documents, I'll wonder if you broke a willow's branch on your journey, as soon as I see the lush willows outside my window. When savoring fresh tea, I'll wonder where you're resting and which clear spring you've drunk water from. I don't need objects as reminders. I'll always think of you. I never cared about how demanding my duties were, until now. When they restrain me, I almost wish I could transform into one of your belongings. Then you could carry me. It's because a certain swallow decided to nest in my rafters. Catching a glimpse of the spring colors it brought, I can't help but be curious about the scenery outside my residence. Aside from being unremarkable at flying kites, I wouldn't say my skills in flower appreciation, hiking, and boating are good. I'll have to trouble my lady for guidance. I passed by an establishment selling makeup. They were the most popular, fashionable products from Yunxiao. But the intricacies of rouge are truly complex. I couldn't distinguish one from the other at the time. I asked someone to bring everything back so you could choose the ones you like. Do you like it? When it comes to dexterity, I'm afraid I cannot compare to a noble thief who excels in disguises. Intuition. Indeed, uncovering a stranger's disguise would require careful observation, comparison, and verification. But your features, contours, and habits, I've traced them in my mind countless times and committed them to memory. Don't move. It's slightly crooked. Whether it's drawing eyebrows or applying rouge, we can practice more in the future. But just now, it wasn't my hand that slipped. It was my heart. When the mind wanders with emotions, the hand loses its steadiness. When I first arrived in the Northern Territory, I needed to survey the terrain. Mountains and strategic passes are factors to consider for military deployments. Once the conflict subsided, the habit remained. Most of what I recorded were local customs and interesting anecdotes. I also added notes related to legends every now and then. You've taken the ink shade, so there's nothing else in my residence that you desire. We haven't spent a significant amount of time together either. I haven't found the chance to reveal what's in my heart. Everything in my journal contains my past experiences and innermost thoughts. I hope you can understand who I truly am through my writings. Perhaps you will even have a change of heart. It seems this strategy is effective. Fireworks are beautiful. Unfortunately, they're fleeting. I hope we will remember each other year after year and share this moment time and time again. Spending New Year's by your side will surely bring more irreplaceable, perfect moments. When you review these pages, those moments shall become the most familiar topics of our conversations. Is the scenery pleasing? All right, don't let go. Watching you soar with such joy is already delightful. Now you've rewarded me with a shower of petals, which makes it more wonderful. Every day I studied and honed my skills in the 4 arts. It wasn't special in the slightest. Is that so? They're intersecting in this small courtyard as we speak. You're being reckless. What if I didn't react in time? Someone like you who enjoys surprises, if you participated in the Imperial Court, you'd be a capable and upright minister who doesn't blindly follow outdated traditions. If we were to switch roles, perhaps we'll stand together again and fight to uphold justice. The Jianghu is vast, while the Imperial Court stands enclosed by solemn order. Those who are destined for each other shall always reunite. And starting from that moment, they'll remain together. Never again shall they be separated.
This is a wooden horse used by foreign hunters in snowy regions. Step on it, and you can glide across the snow. Don't worry. If I can teach you to tame Zhaolu's spirited horses, then I can help you tame a wooden steed. Keep holding my hand as you walk. Even if you fall, I'll catch you. 1,000 taels of gold underneath a person's body would be an uncomfortable experience for commoners. But you're a little stone that can't be hurt by hard objects. Using me as your cushion will be all right. Of course, in this cold weather, my hands would freeze the moment I pulled out a fan. I'll engrave your image on a hand warmer instead. Then I can carry it in my pocket wherever I go and take it out to admire whenever I please. I only slightly increased the speed, but you kept up. Are you implying I can put your mind at ease? I was so focused on memorizing your answer that I acted carelessly. We may have experienced a small accident, but you can't deny your words. Correct. I specifically recommended my lady from the Ministry of Ceremonial Affairs. Why are you underestimating yourself? You're knowledgeable and well-read. You even trained in Zhaolu. A rare opportunity should be seized. You finally decided to look up from that pile of rocks? Are you tired? I knew you'd like it. However, I should be thanking you. My seat of honor is because of your presence. The purpose of hosting the treasure assembly is to create an atmosphere that emphasizes the preciousness of jewels. So, the seating hierarchy depended on the value of the treasures brought. My position here isn't only because of my status, rather, treasures are easy to acquire, but it's difficult to find discerning eyes. Without the latter, a person can miss the treasures presented before them. I gently polished the gleaming pearl I brought. and now she radiates her true brilliance. The snow lion we sculpted a few days ago has solidified. Once it's decorated, it'll be complete. Are you making it question its identity? I brought it for you. I was worried about your ears getting cold. Shall we refer to it as a general with red armor? It'll protect our restaurant. When I see snow in Jiaole, I can't help but worry about the white expanse covering the grasslands. The herds might struggle to find food. But here in Yunshao, we built a snow lion for good fortune, and my opinion of snow is different. Because I'm celebrating New Year's with you, I believe these blessings will be enjoyed by all. Maybe we should let the sun appear sooner. Even if the snow lion melts, we still have a majestic king of beasts. And I can't wait to welcome the first day of the new year with you. Did you manage to stay awake this time? No matter how captivating the performance, it only portrays stories with other people's joys, sorrows, partings, and reunions. I know a place where we can walk onto a stage. I'd like to ask this graceful lady a daring question. Have you developed feelings for me? Did you miss me when we were separated? I was unaware of your love being as boundless as the sea. Had I known earlier that our hearts were connected, I would have never let those precious moments slip away in vain. You already misdirected our rhythm, so we need to improvise. Everyone says there's plenty of time in the future, yet the rest of my life wouldn't be enough for us.
Red jadeite of this quality is priceless and unobtainable on the market. It's deserving of the phrase rare treasure. Every puzzle is designed with a solution in mind. For Julian Juan, the solution lies in how the rings are interconnected. Move one, and you'll affect all of them. You want to use one of my blades to destroy my treasure. Your Highness, I must admit you're talented in treating others' belongings as your own. It's an honor for my treasury to receive an Imperial Princess's favor. No matter how interesting my treasury's baubles are, they become boring once the novelty vanishes. But ever since you arrived, they've found a new purpose. They're worthy of being brought into the light of day again. Figuring out how to win while preventing a princess from manipulating the rules to her advantage. These unconventional moves are more entertaining than the original. However, an unconventional solution is unnecessary for this puzzle. A Julian Juan represents entangled emotions. In old traditions, it symbolizes yearning. When this puzzle of mine reached your hands, it found its own resolution. Ham of the highest quality from Xuanyu, precious mushrooms from Li Prefecture, exquisite honey. You're not interested in those? Do you have something else in mind? My plan was to enjoy a midnight snack together. I didn't expect you to come up with this. But the festivities are approaching. A treasure congee is actually fitting. We forgot a step. We didn't remove the bitter hearts from the seeds. Our meal... The honey mixes with the bitterness of the lotus seed hearts. It would have only been bitter otherwise. The sweetness and the bitterness are fighting each other instead of blending. Did we forget to stir the honey? It takes a special person to make congee with a unique flavor. Despite the unexpected mishaps, the temperature and aroma of the grains are perfect. And once a person tastes the bitterness of lotus seed hearts, it's hard to forget. This meal is as colorful and fascinating as you are, Your Highness. The fireworks haven't appeared yet, but you already walked around the tower twice with your teacup. I've noticed how you always survey the area first. Then you choose the highest spot with the best view. Your Highness's habit reminds me of this young yet commanding owl. The owl chose to come to my side. It's only fair to keep my promises. Since there's affection, being slightly indulgent is harmless. You want to hear it? That's a simple request. Where there is affection, there shall be chimes that stir the heart. Your Highness, you said these wind chimes reminded you of the love bell. Do they sound similar as well? Are you disappointed the handkerchief you prepared won't be used? Even the most precious flower is merely a superfluous decoration if left in a corner. It's better to utilize its beauty. Since we have nothing else to do, we might as well try it. When it comes to interest, it's about the person. The activity doesn't matter. For instance, I'm interested in you, so I'll pay close attention to what catches your eye. Yesterday, you forgot to set down your teacup when you saw someone with red nails. Give me your hand. If you keep fidgeting, this plot shall fall into chaos. Paste that's applied incorrectly will be difficult to clean. It's limited. To be more specific, it depends on the matter's significance and whether the other person can pay the price. If it's you, I'll make an exception. Even if it's just a moment of your time, I want it all to myself.
Didn't you say you wanted to experience a spring excursion together? Women wear fresh blossoms in their hair when they attend garden banquets in Yunshao. I've been nurturing a special flower in the courtyard for you. The two-toned Asiatic apple is the most precious amongst rare flowers. It can only be encountered by chance. You won't find anything if you're actually on a quest for it. Assuming there's a flower competition, we'll show them the extraordinary species. I promise you that no one will be capable of looking away. There's another reason for why I chose this flower. The two-toned Asiatic apple is delicate and difficult to cultivate. In addition, it blooms for a short period. A legend states that lovers who are fortunate enough to see it blossom have received the divine favor of the flower goddess. Thus, they're destined to be together. Regardless of whether it's a divine coincidence or a carefully planned arrangement, what's important is that we're together when the flowers bloom again. We're here now, so it should blossom. Even though its flowering period is brief, it shall bloom without regret. Different flowers blossom at different times. If you like them, I'll bring them to you. Flowers can bloom for a moment or an entire season. However, I'm the one claiming your future springs, summers, autumns, and winters. I thought you'd be almost asleep during our midnight stroll through the garden. Yet you look so energetic that you could walk around 10 more times. Indeed. It's immersive. Especially when there's someone beside me who tightly squeezes my hand during joyous and heart-wrenching moments. I suggest you hold on to me and never let go then. Don't you think this is a simple question? We'll have a home, grow up side by side, travel to different places, and eventually become old together. How demanding. Let me think. We've visited every famous mountain and river at this point. Should we journey to the heavens? I'll abandon my duties as an herbalist and become a craftsman. With my hands, I shall forge a magnificent iron bird. It'd soar on the wind and glide through the clouds. We'll ride on its back and fly to any place you want to visit. We'd see the edge of the sky and lands beyond the ocean. Maybe we'll discover floating islands amongst the clouds. Don't forget to wait for me in your dream. Give me a moment to polish the iron bird's wings until they gleam. Then, it'll accompany me as I go to where you are. I buy these whenever we're exploring. I'm no different from a walking manual that lists every snack the local vendors sell. Weren't you complaining about how busy the restaurant was before New Year's? You're easy to persuade. In that case, does Yuanshao's night sky seem more vibrant to you? During the day, the stars and lights disappear. They only reunite at night. Yet even that companionship is fleeting. Daylight and nighttime make up one day. However, they can only be together for half that time. The rest is spent in solitude. Don't you know that better than I do? You've shown how attached you are to me with your actions since we were children. Wherever I went, you insisted on following. I agree. Being together day and night and going anywhere and everywhere like inseparable shadows, that's lasting. It's better if only one of us gets wet. I invited you to go outside with me, so the least I can do is ensure you stay healthy. Keep warming me like this, and I won't be. No matter how many there are, they're in your hands now. Strangle vines, they're dangerous. They look delicate and harmless, yet they release an enticing fragrance. Once small animals are lured in, they can never escape. You even drank the wine made from its fruit earlier. Several glasses, if I'm not mistaken. Your palms are hot now. Is the liquor eating away at your sobriety? its effects vary with time. You can choose to be intoxicated at this moment, if you wish. When one is intoxicated, they should follow their heart's desires and be a little more daring. You can do anything you want to me. This is what it truly means to be intoxicated.